Starting in the 4th grade, I entered into cyber charter schools. And this is actually where my story with discussions begins. Because for the next 8 years of my K-12 experience, I didn't have any. I was in self-paced systems where the students were left by themselves with minor interactions with the instructors. There wasn't any space to discuss or collaborate. I didn't get to bounce my ideas off one another or process through things on a communicative level. There was no discourse. I took a quiz, read some lesson information, took another quiz, watched a video, more lesson information. And something really triggered for me when I got to the 10th grade and was thinking about college. I was coming into community college opportunities, and in 11th grade I started taking some college classes. And for the first time, I had discourse. I communicated with my peers, with my instructors. Now, not right away did I get into doing online discussion forums, but that was the first experience for me educationally, to be working with others and discussing my ideas, to share one idea and to receive feedback. Now, how often do we put students into online contexts where we're expecting them to discuss with one another? We put them in a discussion forum, we give them a prompt, 2 to 3 replies by Sunday, make sure initial post is by Wednesday. And then we magically assume that there's going to be discourse. Frankly, what ends up happening is what I like to call text-based analysis and response. All they do is they analyze one another's thoughts, make a quick response, and move on. It's more like exchanging papers. However, that's not really like discourse. There's something that happened in those community college courses for me the first time in the 11th and 12th grade, where I saw communication and discourse becoming critical in communication and learning. So as we think about this idea of discussion forums, I want to suggest that when we have set up a practice of using asynchronous learning experiences, asynchronous discussion forums to try and create discourse, I want to suggest that we need to look at instantaneous methods, right? We're used to instant messaging, we're used to chat rooms, we're used to a lot of these different methods of text-based chat and communication. I think that there's ways we can envision these instantaneous chat tools replacing what we see as asynchronous discussion forums to really bring discourse into online education. I base a lot of these thoughts on the Community of Inquiry framework, which focuses on cognitive, teacher, and social presences. And if we're looking at what those 3 presences are, we're trying to create good community and good inquiry, which leads to learning, right? Learning is retention and transfer. So not only are the students taking information in, but in their discourse, they're improving their ability to transfer by working with one another to share those ideas across contexts. So I've got this idea of T-bar, I've got this idea of vision, and we're going to focus it all through the Community of Inquiry framework. And I really want to invite you to take some time to come into my session and come down this path with me. Thank you very much. Looking forward to the opportunity.